Hello guys, this is your Uncle Big Fish, and on this video we will discuss the WindWalker's buffs, yeah? So first, let's just go all the way to patch notes. Sorry, I just opened this thing. And I will open February 14th patch notes. And here you will see, on the very bottom over here, let's just read this one first, right? WindWalker utilizes her fast mobility to freely switch between offensive and defensive abilities in battle against her enemies, which makes her an appealing class. I don't know a single defensive skill that this WindWalker has, to be honest. It has always been a purely offensive class. However, even when she sees attack opportunities with her fast mobility, her lack of main skill combos and slow attack speed often result in her taking counterattacks. That's true. Her mobility in combat also makes her more difficult for our adventurers to control, which is why we've made her easier to use. With this update, we've improved stability in her overall performance by adding PvP damage reduction effect when she's accelerated by her passive Guidance of the Wind. In addition, we've increased the attack speed of Ethereal Blast and Rupture to prevent situations in which she would rather take more damage in large-scale battlefields because of the skill's slow attack speed. Furthermore, it took considerable time for her to perform the additional attack after the first attack of Wind Slicer, which gave enemies ground for counterattack. To solve this issue, we've adjusted the skill animation of the additional attack to end more quickly. Additionally, Super Armor applied after performing an attack with Wind Slicer, X Strike, Gale Harvest, and Rupture ends rather too quickly, allowing opponents to cancel skill combos with counterattacks. I don't know about Wind Slicer and I don't know what about Wind Slicer and X Strike, but I do know Gale Harvest's immunity is very low. So Gale Harvest part is definitely on point. To improve consistency of her combos, we've increased the duration of Super Armor from these skills. Alright, so before we just go down to brass tacks, I just want to talk a little bit that the WindWalker has never lacked damage. Like, the whole thing about her was she hits very slow, but in those slow moments she hits very hard. She's got a very high combo damage as well, so the class never lacked damage. Like, I think that what they're trying to do here is to really ump up the damage, which in my opinion is both a necessity but also an overkill, I would say. I tried playing WindWalker a little bit and I think that the class is quite broken. Like, the damage is very broken. Her just her sheer ability to CC opponents is just extremely strong. So I think that what they needed to do a lot more was to revamp those skills instead of actually like just straight up make it like twice faster, and it makes it like make her capable of doing some stupid combos, like just enabling her to use like multiple skills. Like, a long time ago, what happened was she was capable of using I think like one Ethereal Blast and one Rupture before the grab, and then she can use either Rupture or Ethereal Blast. But now she is capable of casting I think the first half before the grab. She can get off like Ethereal Blast into Rupture into two more slashes of Ethereal Blast, and then she can actually cast another two of Rupture and Ethereal Blast, making that pretty much, I would say, like 5 stabs. Stab is, by the way, super tier attack power, which is her main damage skills. So you need to imagine this just for a second. Like, all those 5 high damage skills, 5 of them, they hit you in one combo. Most classes can probably let out like 3 or maybe 2. Like Primrose can put out like 2 absolute zeros, and that's it. And there are classes with classes like GM. GM has like 3 stabs. Like he can use like one Hell Sweep, no, 2 Hell Sweep and maybe 1 Energy Vacuum, and that's it. But this WindWalker takes it even a step further, and it's capable of doing 5 stabs. So like 5 is a very strong number. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Like, this class's damage is absolutely bonkers. I think you can look at the combo later on. in the arena part of the video. So next, let's talk about the changes. Guidance of Wind, or Guidance of the Wind. Changed PvP damage dealt 10% to all skill damage plus 15% from 10 to 15. So what I think is good is skill damage. Now actually skill damage is a lot better than PvP damage dealt, because PvP damage dealt is capped at 50, and in field you pretty much stuck with 50 from just your stats of your gear and your like your brooch and your pets alone. Like these is it. Like even with the runes and all that, you will have maxed out PvP stats. So having 10% more in field is pretty redundant, because you're never gonna go above 50% even with like this passive. So what they did was they make it a lot easier for you guys to actually utilize her power in field. By making it additional spell amp, it bypasses the PvP damage limit threshold, so it makes her hit harder. Yeah, so I definitely think that all skill damage is really good. Like spell amp has always been super good. Removed accelerate when running from the skill description and added flow accelerate. So now what this accelerate is when you're running, you actually, like the first wind up, like the first 1.5 seconds of the wind up of your running, you actually get a boost, kind of like a slipstream, kind of like that. And then flow accelerate running, PvP damage taken minus 15%. So now this class is relatively tanky for 5 seconds. It's not a long time, so I think that's pretty okay. I would say it's not a big deal. Yeah. Next is Vorpal daggers. Increased attack speed, increased attack range. So this is actually quite nice, but we don't really use this. So probably just for maybe for farming or so. Yeah. Sorry to say, currently it's raining back in my place, so we gotta go back inside the room, guys. Oh my god, this is so unprofessional, but that's fine. Ethereal Blast. Increased attack speed, increased combo speed, improved to combo with Wind Knife, Gale Harvest, X Strike, and Wind Slicer. Now this is actually the main thing that's, in my opinion, quite broken. So what happened is Ethereal Blast now chains from Wind Knife, Gale Harvest, X Strike, and Wind Slicer, and it chains from, and it chains into the Rupture. So if you use this and then Rupture will come out a lot more quickly. Now that makes it a lot more broken, in my opinion, because it makes it come very fast, and that is insane. Next will be X Strike. Increase the duration of super armor, not a big issue. Shorten the character's skill animation of this additional attack. That sounds fine. Gale Harvest. Increase the duration of super armor from the flow Howling Winds. And I think this is actually a good change, because back then the super armor would stop before you arrive on the last hit, so that was really bad. You have to like you need to use evasion to stop the skill from finishing, because the super armor ends like a tiny bit too early. Rupture. Increase the duration of super armor, blah blah blah. Improve to combo with Ethereal Blast and Wind Rider. So now this is the thing that makes it kind of bonkers, guys. Like Ethereal Blast and Wind Rider. Wind Rider is, by the way, your grab, if I recall correctly. And what happened is this thing chains very quickly. Improve the character to change motions when you combo into Wind Rider. Alright, next will be Paladin. Just kidding, guys. This is a WindWalker video, right? There's no Paladin here, right? There's no Paladin. Alright, so let's just talk a little bit about the skills first, and we'll discuss everything else after, okay? How good is the new buffs? So if you see here, you can actually chain this into a lot of different combos. I've found around 3 combos that I think is really good. I can give you a combo that, say, like you connect. This is probably a safer combo. A safer combo would look kind of like this. You want to use Wind Knife again for the second hit, and then you're gonna use Ethereal Blast once, and then you're gonna use Rupture 2 hits, of course, and then Ethereal Blast twice, and then you're gonna grab, and then you're gonna use your Rupture again, like so, and then you can use the what is it called again? You can use the the Ethereal Blast twice, like so. This is the first combo. The second combo will be a little bit more risky, in my opinion. However, it's not as risky as the last one. So this one's gonna be like this. It's gonna be Wind Knife, Daze, yeah, into immediately, without delay, you're gonna go into Gale Harvest. And this will knock someone back. And after that, you're gonna continue that immediately with Ethereal Blast. And then you're gonna use your Rupture, and then one more Ethereal Blast. Just one, not two, just one. And then you will grab, and then you will use the Rupture, like so. And then you're gonna use Ethereal Blast once, and then you're gonna X Strike away. This is gonna be the second combo. Now this one is quite risky, but not as risky as the last one here. This last one deals so much damage, it's actually kind of bullshit. Like, I'm not kidding. This thing is kind of bullshit, guys. All right. So this is how it goes. Wind Knife, Daze into Gale Harvest, into Ethereal Blast 2 hits, into Rupture 2 hits, into Ethereal Blast again 2 hits, grab, Rupture 2 hits, Ethereal Blast 2 hits, and then you can either use X Strike to go out or use Evasion into Wind Knife once to disengage. This combo hurts so bad, it has a staggering damage of about 47,000. That's absolutely bonkers, yeah? So it will absolutely one-shot like really soft classes on a high roll. A high roll will definitely kill softer classes. A maximum roll can probably kill a class with 10% reduce or less. And if you get a maximum roll, you actually have a couple rolls where you can one-shot classes with 15% damage reduction. 20% and above, I don't think you can one-shot. Probably enemy will be left with a bit of HP left. But yeah, this combo is absolutely crazy. Very crazy combos. So again, the simplest one, yeah, with Knife, Daze, yeah, and then you will use your Ethereal Blast once, Rupture, and then Ethereal Blast twice, grab, and then you're gonna use Rupture once, twice, and then you're gonna use this and run away. And then the second one, the slightly less risky combo, is gonna be with Knife, Daze, and then you're gonna use the Gale Harvest for a knockback, and then you're gonna use Ethereal Blast, Rupture, and then Ethereal Blast again, and then grab, and then you're gonna use Rupture again, and Ethereal Blast again, and get out. That is pretty much all three combos, yeah? So this one is very crazy, okay? Very crazy. I will just show you what the combos look like in the arena part of the video. Do I think that this change was impressive? Yes, absolutely impressive. This class has perfect coverage. Gale Harvest is an anti-grab and a forward guard break. She does have a grab as well, so that's something. And also this skill, Wind Knife, can actually be stalled, like so. So this class is actually really good. However, the class does have two particular weaknesses. One is her rotation is very bad. Like if you see here, yeah? And you see there? Those are the only two super armor skills that she's got. So her rotation, her super armor rotation is absolutely garbage. Yeah, it's very garbage. There's a couple tricks that I will teach you that you might be able to use a lot more. I haven't played this class in a long time, and I just started playing again for this video like 2 hours ago for practice before I start recording. And then the next weakness that she's got is actually something that you might not expect. So this class is kind of funny. Alright, so first, the immunity sucks. The second thing is, this class doesn't really have a lot of damage in terms of like trading. Her trading power is extremely low. It's just near to no damage on trading. And the last thing is, although this class might seem kind of good in hindsight, and I do think this class is kind of good, the class is very soft. It's very soft, guys. Like, I'm not kidding. It's very soft. So it's easy to die. You need to walk and run. After a while, you need to run, like so. Do you see that she boosts? Yeah, and then you will see this wing kind of icon here, which shows that your passive is on. When that happens, you have damage reduction. So it's very nice. Yeah. So all those are pretty much all three of your weaknesses. The class is very soft, the class has horrible immunity, and it has no trading power at all. Now that is a couple things that you might want to know. Say that you like grab opening, then what you want to do is you want to grab, and then you're gonna use your Ethereal Blast, 2 hits like so, into Rupture like so. So what you want to do is you want to grab, after you grab, Ethereal Blast, Rupture, and then you're gonna get out. That's pretty much the most damage that you can probably deal. Okay, I think it's pretty clear, pretty easy to understand. There's not really a lot of things that I want to add furthermore. The class's change was very good. I would say that this will enable her to compete. However, against the broken God tier classes, this class will still struggle. Against Wusa, she will get fucking destroyed. Against Berserker is gonna be a problem because Berserker really puts a lot of pressure, and this class have horrible immunity rotation, so she gets dry very quickly. But I think that I like this a lot because this makes her more like it's more of a high risk, high reward class in which if you clip your combo, it will deal so much damage. So that's something. Alright, I think aside from that, there's not really anything else to add. I hope you guys liked the arena part of the video. This was only taken once. It's only a one take, so you might see a couple. I think it's since February 14th, which is yesterday. Since the maintenance ended, this bullshit arena has been bugged a lot. Like there's a lot of glitches, a lot of desyncs, a lot of bugs happening in arena. So it's very annoying, especially when you get rubber banded and the disco bugs happen a lot. Displacement bug happen a lot. So please do take this with a bit of a grain of salt. Yeah, all those bullshit is happening. And right now, IndyHome, which is my internet service provider, is fucking bullshit. And because of that, well, yeah, that makes the experience even worse. I do use internal recorder for this one specifically due to that reason. So if you guys see what my real screen looks like, my live screen looks like, it doesn't look pretty at all. And I'm using internal recorder just for this video, so you guys will see things a lot better. But for your information, everything you see on the screen is probably 69 times better than how it actually is live. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Do I think WindWalker is broken? Yes, it's very broken. Is it God tier? No. Enjoy.